In the previous clip, we set up the MetaMask browser extension for the Chrome browser, and then following that, we configure the MetaMask installation to make use of an existing wallet of Ethereum accounts, and these were the accounts which were provisioned using Ganache. We then connected MetaMask to our private Ethereum network in Ganache, and now we have access to the accounts in that network, and this particular account has a balance of a little under 100 Ether. So we can see that we're connected to this private network, which is available on the local host at port 7545. Let us now explore the MetaMask interface. So I'm going to click on this Fox icon in the browser, and this shows us the Ethereum account which we're currently using, which has been given the name account1, and we see that the account address ends in 908B. Using this MetaMask interface, we can send some Ether over to another account, or even deposit some Ether from our account over to a smart contract. Clicking on the burger icon in the top left, we get to view some additional details of the account, including any tokens which are associated with it. Tokens in Ethereum can be thought of as custom assets which are defined within smart contracts. So now that we have viewed some of the account information, we can close out of this and then click on the three dots in the right. So this gives us some account options, and if we select the account details option, we can view a QR code which represents the account as well as the account address. There is also an option to view the account on Etherscan, which is a website where we can view details related to Ethereum accounts, blocks, transactions, and so on for the main Ethereum network. And there are versions of Etherscan also available for the test networks. So we can now close out of this and then click on this colorful icon here, where we can view the account which we are currently using in MetaMask. We can also create additional accounts from here or import another already existing one. So even though our private Ethereum network has a total of 10 accounts in it right now, MetaMask has only imported the first of those accounts. Though we can import each of the other accounts, they need to be added manually. This covers our exploring of MetaMask for now. So I'm just going to click out of this and then close this particular browser tab and then close the Chrome Web Store page as well. So this brings us to our Remix IDE, and it is now time for us to establish a connection via MetaMask to this private Ethereum network. So currently we have a list of accounts available, and this is because we are connected to the Ganache network by means of this Web3 provider environment. This means that our connection is directly made to this private Ethereum network, but in order to go through MetaMask, we can switch this environment from Web3 provider to injected Web3. So the way MetaMask works is that it injects a Web3 object into any page which is loaded in your browser. If there is an Ethereum enabled application on that page, then it will be able to make use of that Web3 object in order to interact with the Ethereum network which MetaMask is connected to. So when we select this option, we are notified that there is no injected Web3 provider. So the reason for that is that this page does not have the injected Web3 because it was loaded prior to our installation of MetaMask. So we can just hit OK over here. And then when we refresh this page, we will be prompted for a confirmation of the reload. And when that is obtained and the page is indeed reloaded, we can head back to the Run tab and then go over to the Environment section. And the injected Web3 has been automatically selected for us this time. And on this occasion, we see that the account has been loaded from the injected Web3. So when we click on it, the single account from our Ethereum wallet is available here. So the Ethereum account with the address ending in 908B is accessible here because MetaMask has injected a Web3 object into this page, and the Remix IDE has made use of that in order to connect to the MetaMask account. So if we switch over to MetaMask, we will see that the same account address ending in 908B is the one which is in use here. And if we switch over to Ganache, we can see that this is in fact the first account in our private network. So this is how we have integrated Remix with MetaMask as well as the private network in Ganache. So in the previous demo, we saw how we can connect from the Remix IDE directly to this Ganache network by specifying it as a Web3 provider. In this case, we go via MetaMask, and we will now see the benefits of introducing MetaMask as the intermediary in this interaction. So switching back over to Remix, let us now deploy the smart contract once more to the Ganache network, but this time it is done via MetaMask. So when we hit deploy, you will notice a couple of things. For one, a new transaction has been recorded, but if you look at the MetaMask icon on the top right, you will see that there is one notification which has appeared over there. And another factor is that even though this transaction has been recorded, it hasn't completed just yet. And this is because this transaction needs to be completed via MetaMask. So you will have seen this MetaMask notification pop up on your screen. So I had it on a different screen. So I'm just now going to drag it here. And we can see that the details of the transaction can be specified in this interface. So we are currently in this Details tab, where we can see that the gas fee for this transaction is available, and the total field specifies the total value of Ether making its way out of your account. In our case, we are only incurring a gas fee and there is no additional Ether transfer taking place. We can also confirm that this transaction will take place on our Ganache network, since that is the network to which MetaMask is now connected. So let us now see the options which are available in MetaMask in order to complete this deployment transaction. So if we click on Edit right next to the gas fee, we can see that there is a basic view for the transaction, and within this, we can see the different transaction processing times for different values of the gas fee. The gas fee is determined by the gas price, and this is something which we can configure in this MetaMask interface. So we can see a summary of the total transaction fee over here. And we can also see, for example, that specifying a rather low gas price and paying this gas fee will cause our transaction to be processed only after about 8.5 minutes. However, if you're comfortable with that and are in no real hurry for this transaction to be mined, then we can select this option by clicking on this box here. Or if you would like this transaction to be mined within the next 30 seconds, we can select the middle option. Or to get it mined a little sooner, we can choose the fast option. On each occasion, you will notice that the total transaction fee gets updated at the bottom. So there are three quick ways to specify a gas price and a total gas fee for the transaction. However, if you'd like to be a little more granular, then we can switch over to the Advanced tab, and this is where we can specify the exact gas price to set for the transaction. So at the moment, the gas price has been set to 20 gigaway, and a very cool feature of MetaMask is that it provides this line graph which shows you the estimated transaction processing times versus the value of the gas price. The total transaction fee in terms of Ether is also summarized here. So now we can use this line graph in order to specify the exact gas price. I can see, for example, that a gas price higher than 2.004 does not significantly improve the transaction processing time. So I can make the selection by using this line graph and then click on this point where the line graph seems to flatten out a little bit. So once that is done, the gas price has been set. So I'm just going to hit save. And then we can see the total value of the transaction fee is in fact exactly the same as what MetaMask had set for us previously. So it was smart enough to optimize the gas price for us. In the next clip, we will complete this transaction and then view it on both MetaMask as well as Ganache.